Rocking it, rocking it. Welcome to Nova Satori. I'm Delta 8 Alchemist. You could call me Delta 8. You could call me Delta. You could call me Denzel. You could call me Denz, whichever resonates with you, whichever fits the script for you. Welcome. Welcome to the podcast. We got the Banana Cream X Jealousy right now. We're going to go ahead and work on some shadow work. Today's the first day. We're going to go ahead and go over the Declaration of Intent, which I was supposed to start yesterday, but we're gonna go ahead and read it over today with y'all, the collective. But from Venterra Farms, banana cream cake X jealousy. Terpene profile is limonene and carafilene. It's a hybrid. 33.69% THC. Get into it. If you're rocking California, you know it's legal. But it's healed. I'm gonna go ahead and get the blue candle ready to go ahead and block batch the throat chakra. Let's go ahead and also get this orange candle ready. So whenever you find this video, trust that there is a message here for you, or you're either just rocking with it, you're hanging out. We're all healing together. I'm going to pull some cards as well as we go ahead and work through this shadow work. Really ask the guides to see what we can expect, maybe prepare for. But ground the way you need to ground. In the speaker, we got my homeboy Wall of Me via energy healing. If you want to go ahead and tap into the frequency, right now I have going on in the background is 963 hertz. Connect to higher self frequency. So go ahead and keep that rocking. You could probably hear it in the background that I got going on, but if you want to go ahead and put it in the background for your um, connection in this moment, I'm going to go ahead and get the incense going as well. I forgot it in the last collective, but I'm going to remember this time. It is Sunday, September 24th, 2023. Yeah. And let's go ahead and just take this moment to ground together with the collective. Go ahead and get this Ocean Sea incense going. I have 3 going on. 3 incense for the past, present, and future selves that we're going ahead and integrating into this highest timeline. I also feel like burning some mugwort or smudging with some mugwort tonight. Really take this moment to ground yourselves. Take some deep breaths in, maybe. Drink some water. Connect to the energy. Really take this moment to meditate into the collective energy. Ashe, Bismillah. Gonna thank our angels for rising us out of our beds this morning, connecting us to this very omnipotent energy from Source, the Most High, God, Allah, whoever you pray to, the universe. Thank you. Expressing much gratitude to be working with our angels, ancestors, and spirit guides at this time of the highest white light and unconditional love. Thank you. You may hear 3 loud dings. Welcome to Nova Satori Alchemy. It's a safe space. You could be whoever you want to be here. They, them, he, she, however you identify, it's a safe space. Okay, thank you. Thank you for taking that time to go ahead and center yourselves, whether you're laying down. Whenever you catch this message, this is a timeless oracle message. I'm also going to integrate some of the shadow work that I've been working in on myself as well. So that way, with the collective I connect with, if you guys are interested in doing the shadow work, you'll get to go ahead and do it with me here at Nova Satori. Just to go ahead and get a real perspective in terms of like maybe thoughts that may come up, certain traumas, certain triggers. So if you don't want to work through that shadow work alone, feel free to go ahead, tune into the video, work with me through it. I'm gonna go ahead and just read through it page by page. I got this from Zenful Note, which is linked into my TikTok shop. If you guys want to go ahead and purchase it, it's available there. But let's go ahead and just start with it. Excited. Testing, testing, testing. Ooh, hopefully I've been able to talk to you guys. Yeah, I think so. Oh, the playback. That's why. Uh, testing. Hello, hello. Sorry. So let's go ahead and resume. Um, I just got a um, comment from my homeboy, Walami, for this. And it's even more divine synchronicities that just keep coming up. So just if you're in the collective and you catch this message, just trust the synchronicities, especially from your angels, your guides, your ancestors. Really, really align your energy to that frequency, you know. And as I'm playing my friend's music, his healing frequency to connect to your higher self, and then boom, I just see right here. He says, "I appreciate you so much." So Ashe, thank you for that synchronization and for that divine clarity. But let's go ahead and work on the shadow work, okay? I even have the tarot cards out, so let's see. But first, I got the blue candle going. Let's go ahead and go over this declaration of intent, which I signed my name yesterday to go ahead and work on this. It says, I insert name here, vow on this day to commit to my personal growth and acceptance. I promise to fill this journal out with an open heart and good intentions. I acknowledge that there are both pure and wounded parts to my being, and I choose to embrace and nurture both. I look forward to unveiling my shadows and bringing more light into this world through my personal journey of self reflection and healing. Declaration of Intent, signed by moi, as of yesterday, September 23rd, 2023. So let's go ahead and read a little bit more what shadow work is. This journal is in four parts: introduction to shadow work exercises, shadow work journal prompts, and then get to the root of your shadow. So let's go ahead and read a little bit more about shadow work. What is shadow work? I'm gonna go ahead and pull a card really quick. Now that we set the intention, let's go ahead and pull a couple cards from the Synesthesia Tarot deck. Okay, didn't even need to get this one, but perfect. I think I wanted three and I got three. Plus a sacred geometry activation card. Okay, Ashe, thank you. Let's see, what can we expect with the shadow work we're working on for this autumn equinox, which another super full moon is actually on its way to us, I think, on the 29th, according to what I remember from Queen Cup's reading. Let's see. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Six of Cups. That's that reconciliation. That's that nurturing that inner child energy. With the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like we're wrapping up a cycle and really honoring how to integrate those two. And then let's see. Three of Cups. Yeah. I get that's like more of a like collaboration, because the Three of Cups is a celebration type of card. And I'm referring this in terms of like the self, right? Not looking at any other relationships than that of self for shadow work purposes. Um, so the Three of Cups, I'm getting a sense of like we're really seeing, especially. I'm drawn to like the here we go. I'm drawn to the networks, right? The connections. So some of you in this collective may be seeing where you can go ahead and reach your hand out for support in a sense. So maybe this shadow work is going to help you see once you work through it, future self, Three of Cups, you may see support. You may reach out for support. Um, a little bit more open heartedly is what I'm feeling. Um, right now, we're in the Six of Cups integration phase, really looking into our inner child, our inner teenager, and really visualizing now, right? With this Wheel of Fortune in the past, I feel like there was some divine, not intervention, but like divine moment is what I feel, where the wheel turned in our favor and we feel the integration process. Ooh, here and then with the sacred geometry. We got the coherence, sacred geometry activation card. Look at that. That's so beautiful. Coherence. 33, I believe. No, 13. I'm sorry, 13. Some of you may be life pack number fours. We may be really looking at stability at this time, maybe really looking at what is driving us towards that Four of Wands vision, right? Um, it says here the frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. What was I just saying? Confirmation. And obviously, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let's go ahead and continue the shadow work, shall we? Shall we read a little bit more into it? I think so. Okay. Pardon me. I'm doing the best I can to read. This blue light doesn't really, it sets the mood, but it's like kind of not helpful. So here we go. And let's go ahead and add, you know what? Let's make this a little fun. Shadow work. Let's work it. Let's work it. Okay, yes. Just to put y'all on game, you know? Okay, but like in all seriousness, let's go ahead and add the text. Shadow work. That's what we're working on right now. This is the introduction. It's a vibe. No visitory Sundays is shadow work Sundays. Get into it. Oops, it's a scato work. Whoops. Shadows. Wow, failing hardcore. There we go. Shadow work. Okay, so what is shadow work? about shadow work. Unless you learn to face your own shadows, you will continue to see them in others because the world outside of you is only a reflection of the world inside of you. Carl Jung. And if y'all don't know, Carl Jung is the father of like the subconscious philosophy or psychology. So he's I think he was an author, right? Carl Jung. But a lot of his literary works is known to portray that kind of imagery, shadow work imagery, subconscious work imagery. Take what resonates. But let's read a little bit about it. What is shadow work? Shadow work is about revealing the unknown. The shadow is an unconscious aspect of your personality that the ego does not identify with. You may experience your shadow when you're triggered in social interactions, relationships, and episodes of anxiety or sadness. The, uncons- the unconscious mind contains repressed emotions from painful events. Excuse me. Oops. Causing impulsive behaviors and unwanted patterns that form your dark side. In short, the shadow is composed of the parts of yourself that you have forgotten, abandoned, and repressed in order to grow and fit in with the mold of society. Think back to your childhood and recall the ways in which you would express yourself only to be rejected. You may have been crying and told to stop. You may have been laughing uncontrollably in a classroom and given a dirty glance from your teacher or peers. There are countless ways in which you may have been reprimanded for what you deemed as bad and praised for what was good, learning to adjust your behavior accordingly. These repressed parts of yourself don't go away forever. They are stored and locked inside your unconscious mind. Shadow work is the process of revealing, accepting, and integrating these parts of yourself that have repressed and that have been or that have repressed and rejected. I think it's supposed to be have been repressed and rejected. The techniques in the shadow work journal will allow you to dive into unconscious pockets of repressed emotions and transcend the negative effects they currently have on your well being. The goal is to make the unconscious conscious so that you may work on them in self reflection and acceptance. While anyone can do shadow work, a licensed mental health expert is a good option, especially for individuals who have experienced severe trauma or abuse. So look into, you know, maybe a little bit more like therapy with a mental health professional if that is the case for the collective. Before beginning your shadow work, it is important to set an intention to openly notice and question your own reactions. The shadow is apparent in strong emotions and dissatisfaction. Be sure to keep a mental log of these sensations to truly understand where patterns occur in this journal as a tool to identify what is causing them. The Get to the Root pages are an excellent resource to track your shadows and their roots. And that's part one, Introduction to Shadow on page 11. So, why is it important? It says here there are many benefits to shadow work. Your pains and triggers can be guides to help you understand what you deeply care about, bringing you closer to your life purpose. And conversely, you will come to identify toxic patterns in your life and change them completely. Another benefit of shadow work is that you will develop more courage and confidence to face the unknown and embody your whole self. You will develop a deeper love, acceptance, and understanding of yourself, which helps improve your relationships with others. Practicing shadow work helps you separate from egotistical thoughts and will increase empathy and compassion for others. Compassion in turn helps the, or sorry, compassion in turn helps exercise other forms of positive emotions like gratitude that can better your your mental and physical health. Failure to face and deal with the shadow elements can be the seed of adversities and prejudice between unrepresented groups or individuals, and can trigger anything from a small argument to a major war. And I heard that. As an Aquarius, I heard that. Anyway, recognizing shadow elements is an integral part of becoming a compassionate and responsible individual. Sorry, not responsible, reasonable. As I look at Tiffany, New York, over there in the corner. Yes, okay. But a reasonable individual. The father of shadow work, Carl Jung. What do you say? What do you say? Should we keep going? Should we keep going? It's a lot of reading. Yeah, because then this goes into mind traps, which is like anchoring, and there's like a little bit of a graphic that I probably would like to look into a little bit more to understand before I go ahead and come to the collective for my, um, breakdown of this. But I will go ahead and take a picture, put it in the next slide, or in the next collective video, because then it gets into how to do shadow work. So yeah, let's go ahead and read about this, the father of shadow work. Go ahead and make it full circle, right? Talked about it. Now we could go ahead and learn a little bit about Carl Jung. But it says here the concept of the shadow was first developed by Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst Carl Jung. So I was totally wrong. He wasn't an author, but he was a psychoanalyst and a psychiatrist. Jung believed that exploring the shadow was essential for personal growth and individuation, the process of becoming one's authentic self. The shadow refers to the unconscious parts of our psyche that contain our repressed thoughts, feelings, and impulses. It is from ourselves, or it is the side of ourselves that we reject or hide from others and often from ourselves. However, these repressed aspects of ourselves can still influence our behavior and emotional states. I heard that. Understanding the psyche. The psyche is a term used to describe the inner world of our thoughts, feelings, and emotions. It is the source of our experiences, motivations, and behaviors, and it is constantly evolving and changing throughout our lives. Understanding the psyche is key to understanding ourselves and the world around us. Jung believed that the psyche was composed of several distinct but intellectual parts, including the conscious mind, the unconscious mind, the personal unconscious, and the collective unconscious. Ooh. The conscious mind is the part of our psyche that is aware of our thoughts and experiences. The unconscious mind contains thoughts, feelings, and experiences that are outside our conscious awareness. The personal unconscious is the part of the psyche that contains repressed thoughts, feelings, and experiences, while the collective unconscious is the part of the psyche that contains archetypes, universal symbols, and themes that are shared by all people. Wow. Deeper. Like that's like gematria level type stuff. One of the key benefits of understanding the psyche is increased self awareness. When we have a greater understanding of our thoughts, feelings, and emotions, we can make more conscious choices, improve our relationships with others, reduce anxiety and emotional distress. And that's that whole like iceberg theory, right? Of like you see the ego, the id, and then the self, right? I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think I'm right. Jung believed that exploring the psyche was essential for personal growth and individuation, the process of becoming one's authentic self. He believed that by exploring the unconscious mind, we would gain a deeper understanding of our motivations, reactions, and behaviors and make changes to live more authentic lives. Jung's theories have been highly influential in the field of psychology and have been further developed by the psychoanalytic theorists, including Sigmund Freud and Melanie Klein. Today, the study of the psyche is an interdisciplinary field that draws on psychology, neuroscience, philosophy, and spirituality. The meaning of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there if there's any reaction, both are transformed. Carl Jung. That's kind of like that's like that integration of like divine masculine, divine feminine, right? Especially for me, like I remember like coming back from San Francisco, I was in my more divine feminine phase, and right now I feel like I'm in a lot more of a like divine masculine phase, which is really interesting. Anyway, my thoughts. Some of you in the collective may resonate with that as well. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay, so yeah, that's where I end this collective. Let's go ahead and end it on a fucking soul's truth. Soul's truth. I'm starting to sweat. That's how I know I'm channeling. Let's go ahead and take a deep inhale for me. Maybe take some time to drink some water. This candle is still candling. I love it. Okay. Guides of the highest white light. What is the soul's truth that we got to know for today? After reading all that shadow work introduction, I kind of have a good feeling about this. I'm really glad this is the way I decided to like flow it, even though I just hit record. Kind of just went off the top, but it felt good. It felt right. Like just to like not have any plan and just run with it. Six of Cups was on the floor again, but I did knock him over. Let's see. Ooh, excuse me. This is the same one that came out earlier, so that's how I know it's synchronicity. It says, if I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? That's maybe what you need. Go ahead and ask your soul today. Tonight before we go to bed, whenever you find this message, at a timeless message, but really ask your soul this at this time whenever you find it. It says, burn with desire. There's power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. Today's soul action: go inward. Your answers lie within. What do you desire? Choose what makes you happy and do that. You have the magic wand. You have the Ace of Wands. It's time to create. Libra season. Autumn equinox, super full moon on the 29th, which I think is a hunter's full blue moon. Super full moon. Yeah, I'm saying that right. Take what resonates. I'll catch you guys on the next collective. I love you. See you next time on the Nova Story podcast. Ashe. Bismillah, Idarham, Idarhim. Thank you.